Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're filming my face palette collection video. I have one IKEA drawer that is jam-packed with face palettes, and honestly it makes me a little bit dizzy when I look at it because it's so full and I've like Tetrised all my palettes in there. So I'm gonna work on maybe decluttering some things, figuring it out, maybe seeing if there's a better way to organize. So if you guys are interested, just keep watching. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome. My name is KARENHARRIS. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on YouTube. Basically, when I first got on YouTube, I had the hardest time finding reviews, swatches, and things on somebody with my skin tone. So I decided to take matters into my own hands, start up a YouTube channel, and 10 plus years later, here we are, still filming, still loving on makeup. So if that sounds good to you, highly recommend subscribing, turning on that bell so you're notified every time I post. And without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay, y'all, so like I said, I have a lot of face palettes, and I did try to get through this pretty quick because I don't want to be here for like 2 hours looking at face palettes, although I did have a lot of fun kind of digging into my drawer. So yeah, let's go ahead and see all of my face palettes. Okay, so this is my Lethal Cosmetics blush palette. I probably need to move this to a separate blush drawer, like some kind of blush palette drawer, but honestly, it's a lot of face palette. I have to show you the cute packaging of the Menagerie Arthurine blush palette, and these are the beautiful shades in this palette. This is the OPV Beauty Born to Shine blush palette. This is the Pat McGrath and Bridgerton face palette. This is the Pixie Beauty and Hello Kitty collaboration palette. This is the Besame palette from It's Belle. These are the Night Flower highlighters from Lethal Cosmetics. This is one of the Hourglass holiday palettes. I can't remember what year this one is from. I have this cute little Sigma and Cinderella duo. This is another Hourglass palette. This is the 2022 holiday palette, the tiger one. I think this packaging is so cute, and I really like the shades that they did for the tiger palette. There's an orange blush in here, you guys know. That's basically my love language. This is another palette with really cool packaging. This is the Lunar Beauty Outer Dimensions palette. How fun is that? And this is what the inside looks like. I bought this Makeup Forever face palette a few years ago because I was doing a lot more makeup on many different skin tones, and I thought this was such a good thing to have because you see there's many tones here for different skin colors. I don't do as much makeup on other people as I used to, so I kind of want to get rid of this, but I feel like I spent so much money on it and it might come in handy sometime, so I'm gonna hold on to it. I could probably depot this because this palette is kind of cumbersome. Maybe I might do that to see if I can save some space, but yeah, I have this and it's pretty old. It's pretty vintage. I have this little OPV trio. This is the Charlotte Tilbury 2022 face palette. It's so beautiful. It's pretty new to my collection, so I'm definitely keeping this. I have the Noon palette from Midas Cosmetics. This is the newest face palette from Natasha Denona. This is the My Dream Cheek Trio. I have this really pretty highlighter palette from Huda Beauty. These two blush palettes from Likely Makeup are so fun and different in my collection. So we have the Fairy blush palette and the Clown blush palette. If you're interested in these, definitely around the holidays, they go on sale. So highly recommend checking out their website if you're into these. This is a piece of makeup history, I guess, since Becca doesn't exist anymore, but this is their collaboration palette. And I got such a good deal on this that I picked it up, but now I'm wondering if I should declutter it. There's some really pretty highlighters in here, but I like to use this coppery shade as a blush as well. This is the Linda Hallberg Infinity Deep palette, and my friend Angelica actually gave me this as a gift, so I'm definitely going to keep this one forever. I have this beautiful Scott Barnes blush palette. This is the Melt Holiday palette from last year. This is so beautiful. I just want to show you guys the packaging as well because it's so pretty. These are my Patrick Ta blush palettes. I have the one from last year and this year. I really enjoy Patrick Ta's blush formula, so I have all of his blushes. This is the Sigma Sculpt palette. This highlighter palette from Sigma is so beautiful. This is the Glow Kiss palette, and these highlighters are stunning. I have both the blush palettes from Lunar Beauty. These are so pretty. I hope that Manny continues to do beautiful blush palettes. And check out this stunning packaging. This is the Rouge Romance palette from Jaclyn Cosmetics. These are more beautiful lethal blushes and highlighters. Two of my favorite things ever from Juvia's Place. These are their blush palettes. And we have a light version and a deep version, and these colors are just so beautiful. I have the Sigma Corta Rosa blush palette, and this is the Sigma Blush Cheek palette. Here's another one that I'm going to keep forever. This is the Jaclyn Hill and Becca Cosmetics collaboration palette. I was determined to hit pan on this palette. I've kind of given up, but this is a holiday palette that they did, and it has some of the most beautiful blush and bronzer shades for me. And this is the Solmon highlighter palette from Oden's Eye. Okay, this is my Bridgerton face palette that they did with Pat McGrath. I was gonna do a full face of Beauty Bakery. I can't remember if I actually filmed that video, but I did pick up this little Neapolitan palette. I totally picked up this NARS palette during, I think, holiday, just for that shade Orgasm X. This can probably go. This is the BH and Doja Cat face palette. This is a little Glamlite face palette. I think this was the Graham Cracker palette. This palette can get decluttered. This is the Kevin Aquan face palette. It's actually really pretty, but I really don't need this. I've also got these Lethal palettes that I believe Lethal Cosmetics made. These are like pre-made color selections. I have this one, and I also have this one because it has that beautiful yellow highlighter shade in it. This is another Pat McGrath blush palette. These are so beautiful if you are ever wondering about the quality. Then I have this gorgeous Sigma duo. I think this was from holiday 2 years ago. This is the duo from last holiday, I believe. And I have this gorgeous Hourglass cream palette. I should probably pull this out and put it in my Shop My Stash because it's so good. Okay, you guys, I hope you enjoyed seeing my face palette collection. I definitely did go ahead and reorganize the drawer, which is very exciting. Hopefully this means I'll be able to shop it a little bit easier, which is always great. And if you guys made it to this portion of the video, definitely leave me a heart emoji. Also, let me know, what is your favorite face palette of all time? Do you have one? Are you not a face palette person? I definitely feel like some of them are made better than others, and I feel like I have the best of the best in my collection. One of my favorites is definitely that Hourglass cream palette. I definitely need to pull that out and use it some more because I haven't in a while, so definitely excited to film a Shop My Stash update because that needs to get done. Other than that, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and I will see you in another collection video very, very soon. Bye, guys!